The best revenge isn't getting even. It's becoming someone they can't help but regret losing. I know that sounds counterintuitive. When someone hurts you, every instinct screams for you to react, to lash out, to make them feel your pain, to show them exactly how much they hurt you. But here's what I learned the hard way. That reaction gives them exactly what they want: power over you. If you keep reacting emotionally when people hurt you, exploding in anger, begging for explanations, broadcasting your pain, you'll stay stuck in a cycle of giving your power away. They'll see you as weak, emotional, controllable. They'll know exactly which buttons to push. And worst of all, they'll never respect you. They'll never look back and think, I messed up losing that person. You'll just be another person who couldn't handle them. Marcus Aurelius was betrayed by close advisors. Seneca was exiled by people he trusted. Epictetus was enslaved and abused. They didn't seek revenge. They didn't fall apart. They responded with a dignity so powerful that their betrayers are remembered in history as villains, while they're remembered as legends. The Stoics understood something profound. The way you respond to being hurt reveals and determines your character. But here's where this gets interesting. Most people think silence after being hurt means weakness, that you're letting them get away with it. The truth? Strategic silence is the most powerful response you can give. Not the silent treatment, not passive aggression, but dignified detachment combined with personal growth. In this video, I'm sharing 5 silent habits that make people deeply regret hurting you. Not manipulation tactics, not revenge strategies, but stoic responses that transform you into someone they realize they never should have lost. By the end, you'll know exactly how to respond to betrayal, disrespect, and hurt in a way that preserves your dignity and creates genuine regret in them. If you're ready to take back your power, subscribe to Stoic Pathway and hit that notification bell. Let's dive in. And the first habit is the hardest, but also the most powerful. Habit number 1. Maintaining your composure and dignity instead of reacting emotionally. 3 years ago, someone I trusted deeply betrayed me in front of colleagues. They took credit for my work and made me look incompetent in a meeting. Every fiber of my being wanted to explode, to call them out right there, to expose them, to make everyone see what they'd done. Instead, I sat there, calm, composed. I simply said, "Interesting perspective," and moved on. That person looked confused. They'd expected a reaction, drama, emotion, defensiveness. My composure unnerved them more than any outburst could have. Within weeks, their lies unraveled on their own. I never had to say a word. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." When someone hurts you, they're expecting, maybe even hoping for, an emotional explosion. It validates them. It makes them feel powerful. It gives them ammunition to use against you later. See how unstable they are? But when you maintain complete composure, when you refuse to give them the reaction they're fishing for, it creates something they didn't expect: respect, and eventually regret. Here's what most people don't understand. Composure isn't about hiding your emotions. It's about choosing not to let your emotions choose your response. You can feel the hurt, the anger, the betrayal, fully feel it, but you don't have to perform it for them. Think about the most powerful people you know. When disrespected, do they scream and cause scenes? Or do they become quieter, more measured, more deliberate? Dignity is magnetic. Chaos is repellent. Imagine 2 people getting insulted. Person A yells, cries, defends themselves desperately, makes a scene. Person B pauses, looks at the person calmly, says, "I see," or simply says nothing, then walks away with their head high. Who looks stronger? Who do you respect more? Who does the insulter later think about and wonder, did I just make a huge mistake? Here's your practice for maintaining composure. The 10-second rule. When hurt or disrespected, count to 10 before responding. Just breathe. Let the emotional wave pass. The neutral response. If you must respond, use phrases that give away nothing. "I understand." "Noted." "Thank you for sharing that." Or simply silence. The private processing. Feel your emotions fully, but privately. Journal them. Talk to a trusted friend. Hit the gym. But don't perform them for the person who hurt you. Here's what happens when you master this. People start to see you differently. They realize you're not someone they can manipulate or control. They begin to understand that you operate from a place of strength, not insecurity. And slowly the realization creeps in. I underestimated them. I hurt someone who didn't deserve it, and they handled it with more grace than I ever could. That's when the regret begins. But composure alone isn't enough, because if you don't set clear boundaries, people will keep testing you. And that's where habit 2 becomes critical. Habit number 2, setting firm boundaries without anger or drama. A former friend used to cancel plans with me last minute, constantly. Every time, I'd get upset, complain, but still accept their excuses and make new plans. Then one day, after yet another cancellation, I simply said, I understand things come up. Going forward, I'm not available for last-minute plans. Let me know if you'd like to schedule something with more notice. No anger, no lecture, just a clear boundary. They tested it once more. I held firm. Eventually, they either respected my time or we naturally drifted apart. Either way, I won. My time was protected, and my self-respect stayed intact. Epictetus taught, no person is free who is not master of himself. When you allow people to repeatedly cross your boundaries, you're giving away your freedom. You're teaching them that your limits don't matter, that your needs are negotiable. But boundaries aren't about punishment or revenge. They're about self-respect. Here's the powerful truth. Boundaries enforced calmly are far more effective than boundaries enforced with anger. When you set a boundary with drama, yelling, crying, threatening, it looks like an emotional outburst. They can dismiss it, wait for you to calm down, and then test it again. But when you set a boundary with calm certainty, no emotion, no negotiation, just a simple statement of what you will and won't accept, that's unmovable. That's real power. Someone keeps making disrespectful jokes about you. Reactive response, you're such a jerk, why do you always do this? I hate when you... They laugh it off, say you're too sensitive, keep doing it. Boundaried response, I don't find that funny. Please don't make jokes like that around me. Calm, clear. If they do it again, you create distance. Which person do they respect? Which person do they eventually regret disrespecting? Here's how to set boundaries that stick. Step 1. Be clear and specific. Don't hint. Don't hope they'll figure it out. State exactly what you will and won't accept. I don't discuss my personal life at work. I need 24 hours notice for plans. I don't engage in conversations where people are being criticized behind their backs. Step 2. State it once, calmly. No need to repeat it multiple times or justify it extensively. Say it once with confidence. Step 3. Enforce it without drama. If they cross it, don't argue. Just act. Create distance. Decline the invitation. End the conversation. Your action speaks louder than any words. When you set boundaries this way, something shifts. People realize they can't manipulate you. They can't guilt you into accepting poor treatment. They can't wear you down. And later, sometimes much later, they realize that person had standards. They respected themselves enough to walk away from anything less, and I failed their standard. That's the regret that matters. But here's where it gets really powerful. Because the ultimate boundary isn't what you say, it's where you put your energy. And that's habit 3. Habit number 3. Moving forward with your life and focusing on your own growth. After a painful breakup 2 years ago, I had 2 choices. Spend months obsessing over what went wrong, stalking their social media, hoping they'd realize their mistake, or invest that energy into becoming better. I chose growth. I started working out consistently, read more, built my skills, pursued projects I'd been putting off. 6 months later, they reached out, not because I'd begged or chased, but because they saw someone who'd moved on and leveled up without them. The regret in their message was palpable. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." While they stay stagnant or consumed by drama, you evolve. While they're stuck in the past, you're building a future. The Stoics understood that your energy is finite. Every moment you spend dwelling on who hurt you is a moment stolen from who you could become. Here's the truth that liberates. The person who hurt you doesn't deserve your energy. Your future self does. When you stay stuck replaying the hurt, analyzing what they did, imagining confrontations, you're keeping them in your life. They're still controlling you, just in a different way. But when you redirect that energy toward your goals, your health, your growth, you take back control, and you become living proof that they were completely replaceable. Think about someone who wronged you years ago, the ones you barely remember now. Why? Because you moved on. You grew. They became irrelevant. Now imagine doing that intentionally, immediately, every time someone hurts you. Here's how to redirect your energy. Instead of checking their social media, read a book, learn a skill, work on your goals. Instead of venting about them repeatedly, journal once to process it, then shift focus to what you're building. Instead of waiting for closure from them, create your own closure by deciding their chapter is done. Ask yourself daily, did I invest my energy in who hurt me or in who I'm becoming? When you genuinely move forward, not as a performance for them to see, but as a genuine commitment to yourself, something powerful happens. They notice. Maybe not immediately, but eventually. They see you thriving, growing, unbothered, and that creates a unique kind of regret. They moved on without me. I wasn't as important as I thought, and look at who they're becoming. But here's the subtle art. You're moving forward, but you're not burning bridges with drama, and that's what makes habit 4 so effective. Habit number 4, treating them with basic respect while creating distance. Personal anecdote. Someone who betrayed me professionally still worked in my industry. I could have bad-mouthed them, made things difficult, or been openly hostile. Instead, I was polite when we crossed paths, professional, cordial, but I never engaged beyond surface level. No deep conversations, no trust, just basic human decency from a distance. It confused them, and that confusion turned into reflection and eventually regret. Marcus Aurelius taught, the best way to avenge yourself is to not be like that. When you stoop to pettiness, you validate their low opinion and justify their behavior. But when you remain respectful while clearly withdrawing your presence, you demonstrate a maturity they couldn't reach. Here's the paradox. Treating someone with cold respect is more powerful than treating them with hot anger. Anger shows they still affect you. Drama shows they still matter. But polite distance, that communicates, you're not worth my negative energy. You're simply not worth it. Be polite, not warm. Hi, hope you're well. Then move on. Don't explain the distance. No long conversations about why you're pulling back. Just naturally become less available. Never badmouth them. When others ask, say we've moved in different directions or I wish them well. This dignified distance speaks volumes. When you treat someone with basic respect while clearly removing them from your inner circle, they eventually realize they didn't need to make me the villain. They just made me irrelevant. That hurts more than any insult could. And this brings us to the final habit, the one that makes everything undeniable. Habit number 5, letting your success and happiness speak for itself. This is the ultimate power move, the one that creates the deepest regret. After being pushed out of a project I'd poured my heart into, I was devastated. Part of me wanted to tell everyone what happened, to make sure people knew I'd been wronged. But I didn't. Instead, I quietly started my own project, worked on it in private, built it with focus and intention. A year later, my project was thriving. The one I'd been pushed out of, it had failed. I never said a word about it. I didn't need to. My success told the entire story. And the person who pushed me out? They reached out to congratulate me, but I could read between the lines. The regret was eating them alive. Seneca wrote, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a person perfected without trials." The Stoics believe that the ultimate response to adversity isn't words, it's transformation. When someone wrongs you, the most powerful statement you can make is becoming someone extraordinary despite or because of what they did. Here's what creates lasting regret. Living well is the ultimate proof that they were wrong about you. When you succeed loudly through your actions, not your words, when you radiate genuine happiness, when your life clearly improves without them, it's undeniable evidence. They can't dismiss it. They can't rationalize it away. They can't tell themselves you deserved what they did to you. They have to sit with the truth. I hurt someone who deserved better, and they proved it by thriving without me. Think about your biggest glow-up moment, maybe after a breakup, a job loss, or a betrayal. Remember how you felt when you finally succeeded, got happy, and became the best version of yourself? Now remember how it felt knowing the person who hurt you could see it. That's the power of silent success. Here's how to let your success do the talking. Stop announcing your plans. Don't tell them what you're going to do. Just do it. Success revealed is more powerful than success promised. Document your growth privately first. Keep a private journal or photo log of your progress. This keeps you motivated without seeking external validation. Share your wins, but never direct it at them. Post about your achievements on social media if you want, but never as a message to them specifically. Your happiness should be genuine, not performed. Focus on actual improvement, not the appearance of it. Real success, better health, deeper relationships, meaningful work, genuine peace, creates natural evidence. You won't need to manufacture it. Let mutual connections be your messengers. When you're genuinely doing well, people talk. You never have to say a word directly. There's something poetic about this approach. The person who hurt you expected you to stay wounded. They might have even believed that hurting you was justified because you were weak or flawed or somehow deserving of poor treatment. Your success, your genuine, undeniable success, destroys that narrative completely. Every achievement becomes evidence they were wrong. Every smile in your photos shows you didn't need them. Every milestone proves you were always capable. They just couldn't see it or didn't want to. And here's the beautiful part. By the time your success makes them regret hurting you, you won't even care anymore. You'll be so focused on your own life, so genuinely happy with where you are, that their regret becomes just background noise. Interesting, maybe even validating for a moment, but ultimately irrelevant to your actual life. That's when you know you've truly won. Not because they regret it, but because their regret doesn't matter to you anymore. I'll never forget the moment I realized I'd stopped caring whether the people who hurt me felt regret or not. I was too busy living a life I genuinely loved. Their regret, when it came, was just confirmation of what I already knew. I was always going to be fine. Better than fine. Thriving. And you will be too. So what does all of this mean for your life right now? How do you actually apply these 5 habits starting today? Conclusion. Let's bring this all together. You now have 5 silent habits that make people deeply regret hurting you. 1. Maintain your composure and dignity instead of reacting emotionally. Show them strength they didn't expect. 2. Set firm boundaries without anger or drama. Protect yourself with calm certainty. 3. Move forward with your life and focus on your own growth. Make them irrelevant through your evolution. 4. Treat them with basic respect while creating distance. Dignified withdrawal is more powerful than hostility. 5. Let your success and happiness speak for itself. Become living proof they were wrong about you. Here's the profound truth that changes everything. These habits aren't about making them regret hurting you. They're about becoming someone who's impossible to hurt in the first place. When you master composure, boundaries, forward momentum, dignified distance, and genuine success, you become emotionally untouchable. Not cold or closed off, but genuinely centered in your own worth. The regret they feel? That's just a byproduct. The real victory is who you become in the process. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire filled with people who betrayed him, lied to him, tried to manipulate him. He could have destroyed them with his power. Instead, he wrote in his private journal about maintaining his character regardless of how others behaved. He understood something crucial. How people treat you is their karma. How you respond is yours. When someone hurts you, you're at a crossroads. You can descend to their level, reactive, dramatic, vengeful, and prove them right about you. Or you can rise above it with such grace that you prove them catastrophically wrong. One path keeps you stuck in their story. The other path writes a completely new story where they're just a footnote. Here's your challenge, starting right now. Today, the next time someone hurts or disrespects you, pause. Take 10 seconds. Respond with composure or don't respond at all. This week, identify one boundary you need to set. State it clearly, calmly, once, then enforce it through your actions, not your words. This month, channel every ounce of energy you would have spent on anger, rumination, or revenge into one area of personal growth: your body, your skills, your projects, your peace. This year, become so focused on your own evolution that people from your past become distant memories you barely think about. Track your progress. Journal about it. Notice how your power grows every single time you choose dignity over drama. And here's what you'll discover. The moment you stop needing them to regret hurting you is the moment you're truly free. Their regret might come, it might not, but it won't matter anymore because you'll be too busy living a life you genuinely love with people who genuinely value you. That's not just revenge, that's liberation. If this video shifted your perspective on how to handle being hurt, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to Stoic Pathway. We're building a community of people who refuse to give their power away to people who don't deserve it. Drop a comment and tell me, which of these 5 habits resonates most with you? Which one are you committing to practice first? And if you know someone who needs to hear this message, someone who's been hurt and doesn't know how to respond with strength, share this video with them. Sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is show someone there's a better way. Remember what Marcus Aurelius taught. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. You don't need to match their energy. You don't need to sink to their level. You don't need to make them see what they lost. Just become someone so grounded in your own worth, so focused on your own path, so genuinely happy with your own life, that their opinion of you becomes background noise. That's not about them anymore. That's about you. That's about choosing yourself every single day until choosing yourself becomes who you are. The people who hurt you are betting you'll stay hurt. They're betting you'll stay stuck. They're betting you'll let what they did define you. Prove them wrong. Not with words, not with confrontation, not with revenge. Prove them wrong by becoming undeniable. Thank you for watching. Now go live so well that regret is inevitable. Not because you need it, but because you've earned it. I'll see you in the next video.